Next, we are looking at the ulna. One easy way to remember this bone is you can see the trochlear notch here actually looks like the letter U, and that trochlear notch is going to articulate with the trochlea of the humerus, like we saw in the humerus video. So, oops, so there you can see there's the notch. When you're trying to orient yourself to figure out if this is a left or right side, this U shape, the trochlear notch, is the proximal end. And then you can look for this depression here, which is the radial notch, and that is where the ulna is going to articulate with the radii, and that's going to be located laterally. So these are opposite sides, these two limbs. One bone is right and one is left. But you can see here is the head of the radius, and this is that notch here in this bone right here. So if this notch is lateral and this is proximal, and remember we're in anatomical position, so our hands facing forward at our sides. So if I held this with the radial notch laterally, put my arm out, you can see that this would be the left side. So structures that we need to know, we've got the trochlear notch, as we said already. We have the olecranon process, or the olecranon. We have the coronoid process. And if we look at, and then we also already mentioned that radial notch where the radius is going to articulate. And then when we look at the distal end, we have a little projection here. That's the styloid process. You can remember that if you think of a stylus as a pen. It almost looks like you could dip this in some ink and write with it. So the styloid process, and then the head of the ulna is this area here. So we've got head of the ulna, styloid process.